Welcome all on behalf of Saraswat International Academy. Myself Satish Makwana, subject English, Standard 9th English Medium, Chapter 2, The Sound of Music, Part 1, Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it, Part 2. So students, in the last session, we saw how Evelyn Glennie, she started losing her hearing power, right? At the age of 11, she was completely deaf. She was not able to hear a single voice. So at that time, she was very upset and she was depressed, but she never lost her hope. She had she had interest towards music. She was very much keen to learn music, but without hearing it was not possible, right? So still she never lose her hope, and in her journey, Mr. Ron Forbes, right, he helped Evelyn to feel and sense the music, right? So by playing two different drums at two different notes, he always repeatedly asked Evelyn to feel and sense the music from in a different way. So what happens is that she feels and she feels the music, the vibration, the sense through the various parts of the body, and in that way she worked hard and she got the highest top awards internationally. She became very famous. She had a very hectic schedule, okay, and even she scored the highest marks in the Royal Academy of Music, right? She went for the audition and she scored the highest marks in that. So working hard and if you work hard and you have you know what you need in life, you know your aim, you can easily achieve it. Now let's see further. Now it is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with bushy beards give me trouble, she laughed. Now here, what is the writer trying to say is that it is very fascinating and curious to watch Evelyn performing, playing musical instruments. Why? Because although she is deaf, she plays the musical instruments very perfectly. So intriguing means fascinating and curious. And plus, when the writer Deborah Colley took the interview lasted for almost 2 hours, and in that 2 hours Evelyn never missed a single word. And what does she says in the interview? Men with bushy beards give me trouble, she laughed. Now why is this why she is saying this statement is, now the people who had long beard and mustaches, now it is very difficult for her to read the lip movement, right? So because why? Because the mustaches and beard covers up the lips, so it becomes very difficult for Evelyn to read the lip movements of the people who have long and bushy beards, okay. And then what she says, it is not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly. Flawlessly means without any mistake, with a Scottish lit. Now Scottish lit means Scottish language, the way of speaking. Now every people in different region, different country have a way of speaking. So it was very easy for her to understand the Scottish way of speaking, right? My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. Now what she says in the interview is that when she was 11, her speech was very clear, but that doesn't explain how she and so at the age of 11 she was fine, she was able to speak very clearly and was able to hear, but after that she lost his hearing power. So then how did she manage to learn French and master basic Japanese? That was a big question mark. Moving ahead, as for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. So now she's explaining how she could feel the sensation in every part of her body. It tingles in the skin. Tingles means it is kind of a sensation we get. Okay, so she even gets sensations in her hair as well. So while playing music, so she can feel the music in every part of her body. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. By leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. So while playing the xylophone, she can feel the vibration flowing through the stick into her fingertips, and while playing the drums, the resonance, that is the echoes of the sound, she could feel into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through her bare feet and up her legs. So where there is a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that she can feel the vibrations through her bare feet and up her legs. Bare feet means without shoes. So whenever there is a wooden platform she performs on, she removes her shoes so that she can feel the sensational or the vibrations of the music into her body. Moving ahead, not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. Delights her audiences means entertains her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award, says master percussionist James Blades. God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So one of the best percussionist, Mr. James Blades, she commented on her that God has taken the hearing power from Evelyn, but in return he has given her the best extraordinary thing, that is to feel the music. Okay, generally people hear, but she can feel the music, the sense of the music in the best way, and that is the reason she could express the music extraordinarily and beautifully. Now, Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Now, workaholic means who is continuously working. So what does he says? That she is a kind of a workaholic person. She only wants to work and work. So she says that she's a workaholic kind of a person. Then I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. Enormous means plenty of awards. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. So not only she performs for private shows or for any sponsors, she also does concerts in free in hospitals and for prisons. And she also gives high priority means importance, great importance to classes for young musicians. And Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. So she is being inspired by many of the children's. Okay, and one of them is Anne Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children. What she says is that she's an inspiration to our children. Okay, and they say that there is nowhere they cannot go. So by seeing her being deaf, she has received lots of awards. She has learned how to feel and sense the music in different ways. So they see her as an inspiration. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. So at a very young age, she has got a huge success compared to other people. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. So she is a big inspiration to the people who are handicapped. Whenever they see Evelyn Glennie, being handicapped, she has achieved a lot of goals and a good success, fame. Why can't we? If she can do it, we can also do it. And not the least, she has given plenty of pleasure and happiness and joy to millions of people. Okay, so I hope everyone have understood this chapter, part 1, and how we can be inspired, and we shouldn't be discouraged. Okay, we shouldn't be depressed. Okay, and we should always work hard. We should know what are we going to be, what are we going to do in the future. We should have a perfect goal and aim in our life, and for that we also need to work hard to achieve it. Okay, so students, I'll be giving you the answer keys for the questions given, okay, as well as the glossary word meanings. Apart from the word meanings which is given in the textbook, I'll give you extra word meanings which you need to write down in your notebook. Okay, as well as I'll give you the answer keys for the questions given below. Okay, you need to also write down those question answers in your notebook. And in the next session, we'll start the next chapter, part 2, that is the Shinhai of Bismillah Khan. Again, it's a part of the lesson, chapter 2, the sound of music. Thank you so much.